And what a viewbot does is it artificially inflates the number of concurrent viewers that your live stream has. And we are going to go find a viewbot in the wild right now. Are you ready to come with me? We're going to hide in the bushes. Okay, let me pull up the screen. Perrin, shh, be really quiet. We're hunting viewbots. Okay. All right, Perrin, on YouTube, type in the word giveaway in the search bar. Be real quiet though. Don't ruffle the
keyboard's kind of loud, but I don't think they heard it.
Okay. All right, now you're going to filter up there in the top left. Yep. And then go ahead and sort by live. We're looking for live streams of scammers that are doing viewbots on YouTube right now, okay? Shh. Don't tell anyone we're doing this. Okay, now sort by, sort by view count, because then, there it is. Oh, 30,000 views on a giveaway. Click that stream. Click that stream. Now let me see if you can spot whether is this a view-botted stream or not. Is there anything interesting about this stream, Perrin, that might be a little different than your average stream?
Where's the chat? Why is it disabled?
And how about that like to dislike ratio? They have 30,000 concurrent viewers. Where are the likes and dislikes?
Are there even any at all?
There are none. And then scroll down. Look at his description. Look at this description. Oh my gosh. It's so stuffed full of CSGO metadata. Guys, this guy has 30,000 concurrent viewers right now on YouTube with no chat, no thumbs up, thumbs down. Look at all that junk in the trunk. We're going to talk about how viewbots. Gosh, look at this.
I'm still scrolling.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is running rampant on YouTube. We've got to talk about this right now.
This podcast is sponsored by Restream. Why live stream to one platform when you can simultaneously live stream to every platform to discover new audiences faster using Restream.io?
So you guys saw it right there. That was a viewbot in the wild. 30,000 concurrent viewers right this second. Like that's just happening right now. I've got a bunch of screenshots of one with 10K, 17K, Fortnite skin giveaways, you name it. And this is the grift here. You go ahead and you set up viewbots on your YouTube channel. And what it does is it artificially inflates your concurrent viewers so that you show up toward the top of search results on YouTube and the top of directories on YouTube to help you get more viewers in the future. So what am I talking about with viewbots? Let me just show you right now. So Perrin, what we're gonna do right now is I'd like you to, I think you have a tab open because you were looking at it earlier. You can actually search on YouTube if you want to become one of these guys right now that are gaming the system. You can search the word viewbot. Here it is. Now, I'll let you guys talk about this. As you scroll through this list of viewbot related services here, you guys go ahead and just kind of break it down for me. Ross, tell me, what do you think the business practices are here of these viewbot guys? What are they doing exactly, to take advantage of you here? Just kind of tell me what you're kind of thinking on the surface level. I've done a bunch of research. I want to just kind of get your initial impressions of these viewbot grifters. What do you think about them?
I've seen similar things with social media where people buying fake followers and stuff like that. I feel like this is a little bit different. I feel like there's a 100% chance that you have to give your credit card or you have to give your debit card number in order to make this happen, which screams
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. All right. So I already hit that. But so go ahead. So let's start with that. How much does this actually cost you? And for the sake of the conversation, is it safe?
Yeah. So viewbots are not safe, obviously, for a lot of different reasons. So the one that Ross just stated, and I want all of you guys, especially young people that have not been in business and you haven't been, attempted scams haven't happened to you a lot. Whenever somebody who is offering you a rule-breaking or illegal service, or they're not a verified vendor of some description, whenever they collect your credit card, they may not be doing it through like a normal method. They may actually literally be taking your credit card number themselves and have access to your credit card number, your expiration date, your CV, all your personal information for them to then sell your credit card number to someone else in the future, all with the promise of this. And let's just pull it up on the screen. Of getting you these views. Like, do you look at, see the way that they're marketing the views? Like, they're showing a stream right now on YouTube. They're showing a stream right now that they are currently viewbotting. They are viewbotting this random vlogger who's making a stupid face on YouTube, and it's getting them 200. How many views there, Perrin?
They just hit up to 1,100 probably to 1,500 or 1,200.
Oh,
or
it just
so?
went from 300 to 1,100 right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like that, right there, right while you guys were watching, 300 to 1,100 right on the screen. And so they're just trying to show you how the product works, with the hopes of promising you that they can make that success happen for you, that those big views can happen for you. Okay, so they just demonstrated it right there. So you can suddenly go from 300 views to 1,100 views out of nowhere, concurrent views. Okay, so here's how it works. These services that sell you Viewbots, which by the way are completely against the rules on YouTube, you will get completely permanently banned from YouTube if they discover you using these. But the way that these work is they set up a server somewhere, and that server will open up a bunch of different instances of YouTube using a bunch of different IP addresses. And each one of those instances on YouTube will be a new YouTube account. And so if you want to order 1,000 Viewbots or 1,000 concurrent viewers, you give this hacker, basically, these hacks, your credit card number, and you tell them when you want those viewers to be happening on which channel or which video, and they will schedule out all of these bots from all of these different IP addresses to come in and to watch your stream from independent IPs across the board. Now, a lot of these Viewbot people are extremely lazy. They'll just create accounts that are like numbers like 115352 or like letters A15352, or they'll take random words and add numbers to the end, and they're very, very easily detectable by YouTube. And so if you are looking to pay for something like this, which you should not. Oh, hold on. Here's a Fortnite one.
30
Here's
hours.
one. Here's a guy that's got 12,000. Oh, it just ended. Oh, man. He had 12,000
Hey.
viewers. He was giving away some Fortnite skins and free V-Bucks to fans. Look, he's Santa Claus right there. He streamed for 30. He did a 30-hour giveaway stream. Can you believe it? So anyway.
No.
No, I can't believe it either. So what they do is with all of these different Viewbots, they come converge on your stream from independent IPs, and they have these randomized names. Those are easily detectable by YouTube, and if they see you doing such a thing, what they can do is permanently ban you from the platform, and they don't necessarily have to pay you any money you earned, and they can also ban your IP from the platform permanently, your email address, and anything associated with your account. Now, the higher quality Viewbots, higher quality in air quotes Viewbots, will do these really more complex Viewbots, where they'll pull names from a dictionary, or they'll pull names from like a pool of gamer tags, and then randomly combine them together so the names look somewhat believable. And then they'll have them randomly chat in your YouTube chat, saying random phrases like wrecked, or smiley face, or lol lol lol, or cool game, or hey, what's your gamer tag, or like generic sort of things in the chat to make them look a little bit more believable. So when they do this, you're rising up in the YouTube algorithm potentially and getting better search results. Like we saw earlier, top search result for is this guy right here for the term giveaway. And this guy is potentially getting CSGO search results off of this as well. And he's got a link in his description where he wants you to enter his giveaway. This guy's clearly a total hack. He's claiming to be a part of some esports team, and he's telling you can go to free. You can click this random bit.ly link, which is probably malicious, in his description, and he's taking advantage of you and doing a business scam. And so this business scam he's doing maybe is collecting your information, maybe putting a Trojan horse virus on your computer, is maybe asking you for your credit card. And so the people that run these sorts of strategies are incredibly malicious people. And you're looking at scam. This is a scam. This is a virus. This is some sort of business grift right here that this guy is running. This guy that you see on the screen right here, who's currently playing CSGO, might not even be the person who's running this channel. This could just be footage of some random other person, and he's just using this to run the scam with Viewbots. That's how deep this goes. Like this guy you see right here, the guy on the left-hand side in this gameplay, he might not be involved at all. That could just be some random esports player who's not even named Device Astralis. And he could just be some other guy. And they're rebranding him and using his face as a way to steal your information, to put a virus on your computer, and to hack you. That's what's going on here with these Viewbots. Ross, do you think it's safe to click that link in the description below?
100% not. I actually just brought it up. By the way, cool trick. If a bit.ly link is not private, you can actually copy the link and put a plus sign at the end of it in the URL. And a lot of times it's going to pull up the data, the actual how many clicks it has and stuff like that. This one's private, but I can still see the website that it sends to without actually clicking. It's FRE loot-D1VIC.XYZ. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound too safe.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So let's talk about let's talk about the reason why creators do this. And let's talk about the temptation to maybe cheat, to want to get ahead. So Perrin, you've been grinding this year. You've had those lows. You've had those highs. Your views have been going up and down throughout the year on Facebook Gaming as you've been doing your restreaming journey to try to grow. And I know you've attempted in the past to do advertising to maybe boost your Facebook advertising to maybe boost your performance. And I know you've thought about ways to add extra juice on top of your strategy in order to grow faster than just the normal methods of making great content and marketing it. So can you talk a little bit about the temptation to maybe want to take a shortcut and maybe things that you can do in those moments when you have that temptation to maybe go a better path than giving some random person your credit card and trying to pay for something like this?
Yeah. So it's a highly competitive field. I mean, gaming live streaming is one of the most competitive things to do. And so many people want to do this and so many people want to do it successfully that, yeah, the temptation is real to try to shortcut to get ahead. This comes down to some life stuff though. Anytime you ever take a shortcut to get ahead, how often are you actually getting ahead and how much is it actually helping you? The only place where I've never really considered viewbotting except for maybe on Twitch, but I would never give away my credit card to any one of these entities. I've just seen it happen too badly too many times. I used to work tech support where I'd have to solve this for old people all the time. So I know what happens. And the only way, I don't see it working at all for Facebook Gaming. I don't see it working at all really for YouTube for actual growth. But for Twitch, I could see it kind of actually helping and benefiting, but not doing it the way everybody else does it. You would have to just do it by 5 or 10 viewbots just to push you up in those top 2 rows of Twitch, like we talked about in the previous episodes, so that you can get noticed because there's no algorithm there. And in that way, if you did have a way to get a safe viewbot and you could just do a little bit, you already have an active chat, so it's clear that there's already some engagement there. You already have a community. It could help. That small little push to the top could help, but I probably won't do it. Because I'm too lazy to go research all this stuff. So maybe you push me in the right direction or the wrong direction. I don't know.
No, don't go down the dark side.
No, I won't. There's so many other things I could do with my money than risk it just for a viewbot. And here's the thing. If you're putting money back into it, you're paying money just to get views. But what are those views getting you? Especially if they're fake views, right? If you're trying to do this for a living, and you're spending money to get views, you're not doing a very good job of setting yourself up in a system of making a living for yourself off of this. If it's going to require you from the get-go to have this money put into viewbotting, it just doesn't make sense from a formulaic perspective. Yes, the struggle is real trying to compete in a really, really highly competitive market, but taking this cheated shortcut is just going to do you a disservice in the end. And for that reason, it's too risky. It's just too risky on many levels. If you did successfully do it for a while and you eventually got found out, there goes your streaming career, right? There goes your reputation, right? So I don't know. It's too many risks. It's too many risks, not enough reward for me. AWOL.
That makes sense. And so one of the ways that we recommend, outside of botting to actually grow faster is using Restream, and they sponsor this podcast. Right now, I don't know if you want to pull it up on the screen, but right now, if we were only streaming on Twitch, we'd only have 1 viewer. If we were, I'll pull it up for you right now. You can look at me in our streaming dashboard. If we were only streaming on Facebook, we'd only have 2 viewers at the moment. If we were only streaming on Periscope, we'd only have 11 viewers. YouTube, only 11 viewers. But because we're combining all of these, we have 25 concurrent viewers at the moment. And so let me ask you guys this question. And Ross is going to post the link in chat, and it's in the description below. Would you rather have 1 viewer on Twitch or 25 concurrent viewers? If you'd rather have 25, Restream. Would you rather have 13 viewers on Periscope or 25 concurrent viewers? If you want 25 concurrent viewers, use Restream. Would you rather have 11 viewers on YouTube or would you rather have 25 concurrent viewers across all platforms? Like, the math just adds up. I just did a stream on my avenue I randomly fired up last week, and I told the audience the same thing. On YouTube, I had like 7 viewers, but total I had 50 concurrent viewers. And I told everybody, do you want 7 viewers or do you want 50? If you want 50, Restream. Restream is a legitimate, completely legal, not having to give your credit card to some shady company way to actually grow as a live streamer much faster. It's actually probably the fastest way to spend your time when you're streaming, as opposed to doing what this total donk is doing right now, taking advantage of people, stealing their money, and gaming the system. Imagine putting in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, maybe thousands of hours, into, I think the guy just accidentally, by the way, on his screen showed his aimbot. By the way, what is that code right there? I think he just showed his aimbot on accident, or I think he just might have accidentally showed his viewbot on screen on accident. But anyway, imagine putting 1,000 hours in as this total loser right here, Device Australis. Imagine putting 1,000 hours into building that bot, doing the giveaway strategy, doing all the research of this, live streaming, the whole nine, to have it just suddenly disappear one day out of nowhere. Just 1,000 hours worth of work vaporized before your very eyes. This happens all too often. And so whether it's viewbotting or it's comment spamming or what have you, these things, gaming the system never pays off. If you're able to get away from it for a short period of time, here's the problem. You get away with it and then you get hooked on it. And then you try to amp it up. And then you think you can get away with it more, like a criminal. And often people push it too far because they want it to keep working, or they keep doing it for too long. And they end up getting caught, and they end up getting their channel permanently banned and getting themselves permanently banned from the platform. And that's what's going to happen to this guy. This guy's clearly not getting 30,000 concurrent viewers. If I were to guess, he has like 12. And so this is a cautionary tale for you. I've gotten calls from many creators that use my coaching service, and they come and tell me horror stories. Okay, let me just share a couple horror stories. People that buy channels with like 300,000 subscribers on them, and they never end up getting ownership of the channel. They just got $8,000 lost, and they ask me if there's a way to resolve it. People that do comment spams and bots, and then they get caught by YouTube and they get their channel eliminated. And then they come to me and they say, AWOL, you used to be a YouTube network executive. I know you have connections at Google. I will pay you $1,000 to fix this problem for me. And I tell them, I can't fix that problem for you. And even if I could, I'm not going to, because you got what you deserved. This happens hundreds and thousands of times. YouTube will find you and YouTube will crush you. And one of the other things to keep in mind is that the YouTube algorithm is designed to reward quality viewership. Quality viewership. People that have a high click-through rate and people that have a high audience retention. And then when you release future content, the retention rewards, the retention drives people to come click and come back. And so when you do a viewbotting strategy like this knucklehead on YouTube, what happens is you become entirely reliant on the viewbot for everything. This guy is never going to build an actual audience on this channel. He's only going to have viewbots forever. And so as soon as the crime gets discovered, the whole gig is up. The police are going to raid this guy's channel, and it's going to be all over. All his money's gone. I mean, they might even sue him, and they might even like demand that he get the money back and what have you. They might even take legal action against this guy. Okay? This is serious. YouTube does not take this for granted at all. And so the legal implications here are significant. So guys, I want to make sure that there's a cautionary tale, but it is possible, as you guys can see, we've been showing this guy on screen the whole time. It is possible to get tens of thousands of concurrent viewers by paying, but the risks are massive. They can take your money. You could put yourself in legal peril. You can throw your entire career at risk and on the line. And at the end of the day, you're not actually building anything at all by doing this on YouTube because the algorithm's going to squish you. Are there ways outside of this, guys, that we can talk about to build your viewership by paying money? I want to bring that up because that's why people would watch this episode. They may be thinking, can I pay money to grow faster? Ross, are there any methods that you're aware of that you can pay money to grow faster on YouTube and these platforms that's sustainable at all?
Nothing legitimate. I mean, unless you're talking about hiring a coach and hit AWOL, or just trying to spend money to actually upgrade your equipment and get better. There's no shortcut way where you can just throw a couple pennies at something and magically you're growing. Unfortunately, you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to do what every single other person did to find success. I see this on social media all the time too, by the way, buying fake followers and fake likes as if that makes a difference. And what happens in especially like Facebook's algorithm is actually going to be similar to probably what's happening to YouTube. If you have a Facebook page and somebody bought, got 10,000 likes for, $8 on some website, number one, those likes are not even real people. So what then you're telling the algorithm, Facebook's algorithm, is the content that I posted in front of 10,000 people and no one engaged with it. That's just telling Facebook, wow, this is some really crappy content. We're just going to knock this guy down and you're never going to get seen. And there goes your entire page. This happens all the time across social media. And I'm sure YouTube's algorithm, if it's not now, it absolutely will be something very similar in the future, where it's just literally not even going to be high reward. It's just high risk.
Oh, they do subscriber purges all the time.
Yep.
Perrin, I know you've tried to pay in various ways to grow, just testing the legal methods, let's say. Is there any way to pay to grow today that you're aware of as a streamer?
I think that's very efficient. So what we're missing here is actual advertising, like real advertising, right? And there aren't real advertisements for live streamers that work on YouTube. And there aren't real paid advertisements that work for streamers on Twitch. On Facebook Gaming is like the only one where it's like, hey, they have the best advertising, digital advertising platform in the business. So part of the excitement when Facebook Gaming came out was, are we going to be able to use that advertising platform and pay money to get an audience? And most of the answers that we're finding now is no. I've been doing research for over 6 months to like a year now on advertising. And I still don't really have any sort of very, very effective way to legitimately advertise on a legitimate advertising platform and drive real concurrent viewership to Facebook Gaming streams. I have ones that work in a very minor way, but there really isn't much successful there either. So there is no way to pay to grow quickly, but that doesn't take away the value of actual true advertising and marketing. That's something that you can invest in the long term and grow your brand, grow your business, and that can eventually grow your concurrent viewership. So you guys have to look at this from a normal marketing viewpoint, not from just, hey, can I buy concurrent viewerships? Concurrent viewers are like one piece of the whole puzzle that you should be looking at. And just focusing and hyper-focusing on solving that with money isn't going to solve your wider problems.
That absolutely makes sense. Thanks for sharing that. One other thing you could potentially do as a streamer, if you want to pay, you can potentially pay a blog, or you could pay someone to embed your stream somewhere or to promote your stream. You could do but that's a legitimate marketing thing that you can do, where you could say, look, I'll pay you $200 if you embed my stream into your website, and maybe you can get some plays off of that and some views off of that. It's fine. You can pay people money to promote you. That's not gaming the system. That's not using artificial bot inflation to grow. But once again, if you do that, you're not going to be getting quality viewership, and you're not building a foundation for your business. So all of this is like a temporary hack. It's like literally like doing crime, right? Like if you sell drugs on the street, at any moment, you could be busted by the cops, right? And so at any moment, you need to be ready to pack your bags and run if you're going to do something like viewbotting, because the whole thing will come down, and you need to start some new crime somewhere else in some new warehouse. That's the way you have to think about it if you're doing viewbotting. If you want to build a legitimate business that can last, and you want to build something that can last, then don't commit crime. That analogy is perfect here. If you're committing crimes, you're going to get busted, and you're just gonna have to set up shop again with a whole new brand and start everything from scratch. Does that sound interesting to you? If it does, you can make your own decisions in life, but please unsubscribe from our channels if you're that person. We don't want you around. Hold on, Parent's got something to say.
I got one more thing, because I forgot about giveaways, and what this person is doing on the screen with this giveaway. This isn't a true giveaway, which this is so sad, because he could actually do a legitimate strategy with a real giveaway. Giveaways are a way to use money that can grow your brand and can work really, really well, but they've got to be legal, and you've got to do them right. You can't placate them by paying to enter. That's actually not a giveaway. That's something totally separate
Illegal.
and illegal in a lot of states, at least in the US. So you have to be careful with that kind of thing.
That's like a paid sweepstakes. That's like gambling, basically.
Yeah, giveaways is a free sweepstakes. You can't gate entry in any way. Everybody has to be able to enter through various methods that are free to enter, and you have to do a random chance or a skill challenge, and you guys can look up your separate laws for that. But the whole idea is by giving away something special, you create a special event on your stream, which can drive awareness and bring more eyeballs to the stream, and it can promote growth. It can also just bring in users who just want to win something and don't actually care about you, but it can get your name out there more. It's a marketing strategy that works. So giveaways are a real viable thing, but not the way this guy is doing it, not by taking people's credit card info and not by viewbotting. He should have actually taken the money that he did to do all of this and done a real giveaway. He might have actually gotten some legitimate growth and some legitimate followers from it. It's sad that he did it this way though.
You do giveaways, and it's helped you engage your audience and grow, right?
Yeah, there are challenges. We could probably do a whole episode on this, but just real quick, there are pros and cons. One of the biggest cons is you'll bring in a lot of people who will follow just to win, and they won't actually care about your content. But you do get your name and your brand out there in front of more eyeballs. So you will bring in, just mathematically, more people who do end up liking you. And what I do is I hook them in. They maybe didn't come there for me or my entertainment or my content, but I hook them while they're there with something fun and exciting in my personality, and I win them over. And that's the game you play with giveaways. So it worked particularly well with live streams because you can sell yourself then at that point. You can directly engage them. And I do quite well. I've grown quite well on Facebook gaming by doing giveaways.
I see. So you're hooking them with your personality to get them to stick around. This guy's hooking them with a scam in the description below. That's the difference between his giveaway and your giveaway. And he's artificially inflating his views by paying, and you're inflating your views
and
by
his
literally
giveaway
just
is
streaming to multiple platforms. So it's just
dubious legally because he's requiring payment to enter, and that's like a whole different ballgame. So
illegal. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next one. Don't pay for